Day 34.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 34th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Okay, time to check out the cafeteria. I wonder how everyone's doing today. Probably not great. Bad to guess. Hello, Dorumi. Hey, Takumi. Beautiful morning, isn't it? It's a perfect day for us to start murdering each other, am I right? It's like everything we've worked to build up is about to crash and burn. I'm so hyped. Crashing and burning. Yeah, that's a pretty good description of how it feels right now. Dorumi. It's amazing she hasn't murdered someone at this point. She's so enthusiastic about the concept. It's worrying, to say the least. Sure enough, it's just our old original group here. Not that I'd expect to see the others after what happened yesterday. I knew it was a good idea to smother my rice with ketchup and mayonnaise. It gives it such a greasy texture. Chocolate-covered bananas and fried shrimp make a great combination, too. Their sweet and spicy flavors are in constant competition. At least those two are happy. Geez, sure is boring around here. I can't believe I haven't woken up with a severed head in my bed yet. I just wasn't made for these peaceful times. Maybe I'll cut my own head off just for something to do. And Rumi's the same as ever. No use waiting around hoping Nozomi will show up. Might as well just eat and get going. I ate a hasty breakfast and headed to my room, not stopping to talk to anyone longer than I had to. We're a very business-first, socializing second sort of institution. As much as this rift between our two groups bothers me, it's also been a while since the last attack. There's bound to be another one soon. I should make sure I'm fully prepared just in case. True. Let's see. Some gifts from the Gift-O-Matic could be good. Some reading could do some, could be beneficial. The Gift-O-Matic is on floor 3 as much. Yeah. Maybe we could unlock... That's the infirmary. Yeah, not really necessary to be here. I bet we can make all sorts of gifts now that our stuff has been refilled. Folk song compilation. Pretty shells. No, we're not doing the Dear Sister gift box. What we could do, though... I wonder if Darun would like detective merch. Probably. You have no idea what this is? This is the 100-line Last Defense Academy. It's a strategy game. So what was I trying to get? There was some sort of food item, I think. Unless we don't have the materials for it. I don't think we want a Kako mini standee. Plants. We want the plants. RPG strategy kind of game. I'm not quite even sure I'd say it's an RPG. Like, there isn't really a huge emphasis on, like, kind of leveling up in the traditional RPG sense, but sort of. Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of Fire Emblem-ish. There's something specific. Or I guess I could look at the. Hold on, maybe it was this Rebel Pudding. Okay, now we're in the food stuff. Okay, lovely. This is what I was looking for. Okay, snacks. Evil snack. Rubs people's reason. Limited edition noodles. Okay, a limited edition flavor of cup noodles. It didn't catch on, but those with a unique palate love it. That's exactly what I was looking for. What was that item? I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff that you can buy. Just like in real life. So yeah, I think Kako has a unique color, not color palettes, but food palettes. So we'll give it to her.
Can I really have this? Thank you, Takumi.
Oh, nice. We got some more observation. Haha, finally, social studies. I'm doing okay in it. Allegedly. I guess we could take a look and see what we can actually upgrade. This generally looks like Danganronpa art. Yeah, I mean, know the lead, like one of the leads is one of like the major guys behind Danganronpa. I'm not sure how much of like the kind of in the like down in the nuts and bolts team is that too, but probably some. Where were we going? We want to get to the metal shop. And then also the biolab, yeah. We'll start with the metal shop. Not the same developers, technically. It's more like a lot of the kind of creative leads from the Danganronpa formed their own studio. I think is more along the lines of what happened. Okay, more metal fences would be useful. Electric fences, though. So what's the deal with these? So they have an HP of 1. Okay, so that's a pretty big stun range. Like, that seems really useful. Like, can I look at the details? I mean, no, just bought it, but the details. Okay. Spring trap. Place a trap that ignores obstacles to move user greater distance when tripped. I feel like we should have like at least one of each type of trap. And yeah, more fencing. Yeah. What did a level 3 fence be? More HP for the fence. That would be huge. What do we need for that? We need more social studies and more minerals. Okay. Traps are important. We only just unlocked them, like at the end of the last stream. But they're definitely very useful. Like, it allows you to kind of dig in more so and make actual, like, defensive positions. Especially because we've got a fair amount of fighters with ranged attacks. So, like, you can put up the fence, kind of hide behind that, and be relatively safe. Stop the enemy advancing in certain zones if you want. I'm not sure. Okay, I guess we can go to the training room. I think we're out of the currency we used to upgrade this though, so yeah, basically. Let's not even worry about that then. Where was... I thought the biolab was on this floor. It's an outer wall though, right? It's an outer room. I think. There we are. I mean, more attack potions is obviously good. I don't think we use the defensive potions that much. We probably should, though. And honestly, like, there's no downside to having more of them. And other than the opportunity cost, I guess. So we need more textiles. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. This is a game where you go to school to fight in war. Yeah, basically. In a certain sense. Alright, let's read a book. Okay, so we did linguistics previously. Social studies could be good. Might give us some... Yeah. Might do good for lore, too. Let's see. Observation. Tokyo Residential Complex Languages. Or exploration. Everything there is to know about the Tokyo Residential Complex. Let's go for that. I'll try reading this book today. Everything there is to know about the Tokyo Residential Complex. The Tokyo Residential Complex is a fortress within an all-weather dome. Its size is roughly 390 square miles. It is mankind's sole residential area, based on the 23 wards of the Old World city of Tokyo. Some 500,000 people live peacefully under a roof that shields the sky. Only 500,000, that is not much. On the surface, society operates under capitalism that encourages the free market, but the wealth gap is rather small, and in practice is closer to communism. The Tokyo Residential Complex's governing body is the Tokyo Residential Complex Administration, whose members inherit their positions. The predecessor of the Tokyo Residential Complex, Redacted, was completed around Redacted years ago. The sponsor of the construction plan was Redacted. Redacted, who was Redacted at the time, set up the Redacted Project to protect mankind from Redacted. Together with their sworn friends, Redacted and Redacted, they redacted a coup d'etat. Redacted. Man, that's a... I feel like I missed the entire main point of the book there. Most of this has been censored. It's practically unreadable now. Reading this book increased your exploration by 5. My exploration? What sort of skill is that? I guess it's in the social studies branch?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Another day with no fighting, either inside the school or out. But we haven't made any real progress either. Everyone's still just as on edge as before. If the invaders do attack when we're like this, will we be able to fight them off? Somehow I don't think so. Nozomi said to give it more time. I hate sitting around doing nothing, though. Guess we should have expected this. Feeling frustrated and powerless, I lay down and allowed myself to fall into a light, fitful sleep. Day 35. Yeah, no attack in the night at least.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 35th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
That must have been such a boring day in the booth.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Alright. I doubt there's been any new developments, but I should probably head to the cafeteria anyway. So what's the plot twist gonna be here? I don't know. But yeah, probably something to do with like the organization we're fighting for is actually kind of sinister. Oh, I know this girl, by the way. Well, I don't know. I kind of know this girl. It's complicated. Chat can fill you in if you don't know. Oh, Takumi. I'm sorry, I don't have time to talk. I have to go meet Karara and the others for our morning training. Yeah, worth a shot. Nozomi left before I could say another word. Oh man, isn't there any way I can make this right? Doesn't seem to be the case. Like, there's a possibility there might be a childhood friend look-alike. Exactly. That old trope. And the old classic childhood friend, identical twin, but not. Possibly from another dimension, maybe. Oh, geez, it's just getting lonelier and lonelier here. Looks like today isn't any better than yesterday. If anything, I'd say our team's starting to fall apart. Let us know how to work as a team. I'll give them that. I'm not one to talk. I wasn't here yesterday either. I was up late at the workshop, ended up oversleeping.
Ah.
What about Chuma? How's he doing? Has anyone seen him since the, incidents? So as far as I can tell, he's been holed up in his room the whole time. I figured as much. What's with Aito, though? Looks like there's something on his mind. What's going to happen if the invaders attack while we're fighting among ourselves? Well, I mean, surely we'll at least come together for that. That's fair. That's a decent prediction there, Fairy Slash. I don't even want to think about it. Everyone from an alternate reality, potentially. Maybe. False memories could be another thing, maybe. Hey, Aito, is everything okay? Do you still feel bad about what happened with Choma and Karara?
Huh.
Well, of course I do, but that's not the only thing that's bothering me.
Huh.
I've been thinking more about what we discussed before, and we need to talk about parallel universes. Huh? I've been looking into it in more detail, mostly by reading any relevant information the library has on the subject. The more I learn, the more I think about it. I feel like it's a more plausible explanation than we give it credit for.
Huh.
Nozomi and your childhood friend really could be the same person, just from different universes.
Ah.
You're serious about this? You think Nozomi somehow crossed over from another reality? Actually, no, I don't think it's Nozomi who crossed over. You think I've been, best friends with, someone from a different dimension this whole time?
Ah.
You mean I'm the one who's from another dimension?
Huh.
Not just you, but all of us.
Huh.
I really lost consciousness after our first fight in the Tokyo residential complex.
Huh?
Right before that, I felt strange. It wasn't just exhaustion or a regular dizzy spell. It was more like the world was warping around me. I'd never experienced anything like that before. Yeah, I felt something weird too. Kind of like my body was being dragged away somewhere. Isn't it possible that what we felt then was the sensation of crossing over into an alternate reality? What, we all just fell into another world out of nowhere? That's kind of a stretch. Slow down, guys. I have no idea what either of you guys are talking about. Where's all this parallel universe stuff coming from? It's, just a theory we've been working on. It probably sounds pretty crazy, huh? Not at all. Actually, I think that too. I just never said anything until now because I thought no one would take me seriously. Huh? Really? I mean, no matter how you look at it, this school and the area around it are way too removed from anything we saw in the TRC. And when Shoma told us about the hospital and the weird machines, I thought maybe that could be the reason why.
What if that's what the weird machines we got put inside were for? What if they're how we were sent from our world to this one?
Maybe, but then that would have us all still coming from the same original world, which would not fix some of the discrepancies. Those machines sent us here. Yeah, maybe they're teleporters or miniature wormhole generators or something. Stuff like that happens all the time in superhero movies. We could be like, just the next world over in the multiverse. But those are just stories. And when they delve into the multiverses, they normally suck. That kind of stuff just doesn't happen in real life. I trailed off before I could say it. After all, what even was real anymore? Nothing about us being here was normal. The distinction between fantasy and reality was nowhere near as clear as it used to be. If this is a parallel world, though, that makes getting home even more difficult. We can't do it on our own, that's for sure. Guess we'll have to wait and see what happens when we get to day 100. That's only if our parallel universe theory is correct. We should keep an open mind. I'll see if I can come up with anything else. Thanks, I'll leave it to you then. Okay, but I'm pretty much convinced now. Multiverse all the way. Tsubasa was getting weirdly enthusiastic about this. I tried not to say anything to encourage her. After I'd finished breakfast, I went back to my room. Parallel universes. Here we are again. No matter how much I try to dismiss it, the idea keeps coming back. All of us blacking out. The gap in our memories, the strange machines, it all supports that theory, I guess. I feel like that's not the whole story. Or maybe I just don't want to accept that it's true? Now what should I do for the rest of the day? Gotta be ready for the next attack, whenever it might be. Alright, free time. What do we actually want to do here? Where are we? Not. Okay, yeah, not that type of transcript. I want my report card. No, I want grades. So we could use some more math. Could use some more social studies. Some more gym. Yeah. Let's go chill. You know the one thing I don't like get about multiverses, and like I'm surprised it like almost never comes up in like media. Like you shouldn't actually exist in an alternate universe, really. Like unless the point of divergence is like really recent. Like if the point of divergence is like even like 50 years ago, if you're like under the age of 50, then just like chaos theory, right? Like a small change. Because basically, even if your parents like still had a child at around the same time, right? Like if it were like a month off, then that's guaranteed to be like genetically your sibling. And I feel like even even changes in probably like hours or minutes would change the whole like genetic code in the first, like at least on one end. So anyway, so if I'm going to the rec room, which I think is what I was trying to do, or maybe we should check the map. Maybe I want to just hang out with someone. We could hang out with Gaku. He does have double social studies on offer. Let's talk Mario. We could do gym. Feels like a ramble for short. I mean, it could be a ramble for short. I generally don't think, well, like when I'm streaming to stream, and like the shorts happen. But like I would be lying if I said there wasn't like some degree of like thought process, like, well, like when I'm doing a bit, like there is an idea of like, okay, I do want to condense it somewhat so that it does actually fit if it ends up being good, you know? So who would want what? I'd give a factory magazine to Tsubasa, certainly. And we are out of a lot of materials. A facial roller for the beauty conscious. Medical tools. Emergency surgery. Ton of paper. And we don't have a lot of options here. Might need to go off on another expedition soon. Ornamental flower. Does someone like taking pictures here? I forgot. I can't remember someone particularly being picture driven. I got more snacks. Saspa's got a cool biker phrase. I mean, I could give this to Takumi, maybe. Right, a cool biker phrase, some pudding. Oh, someone was eating pudding before, right? Who was it? This was like a couple streams ago, but someone was like upset that someone stole their pudding. It might have been Takumi. Or Takamaru. Right, Takamaru. Let's try it. Let's try it. Alright, Takamaru. You like pudding? I hope.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Nice. Ooh, gym level 2. Awesome. Oh.
Huh?
Oh, someone's at the door. I wonder what they want. I casually walked over to the door and opened it. Standing on the other side was probably the last person I expected to see. Oh, Nozomi. Sorry for disturbing you. Oh, no, it's, Suddenly face to face with Nozomi, I completely froze up. She must have picked up on how awkward I was feeling and got straight to business. I need you to come with me. There's an altercation in the cafeteria. An altercation? Oh no, they're fighting again? What about this time? I don't know. One minute everything was fine, the next everyone was yelling at each other. Probably nothing too important, but with how tense things are right now, it got out of hand real fast. I don't think I can stop them on my own. Alright, in that case, we'd better hurry. Thank you. Come on. What stupid little thing they're arguing about this time? Without another word, Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria. The moment we opened the door, we were assaulted with a wall of noise. You're all as insolent as you are incompetent. If you were a government official, I'd be rallying for your immediate impeachment, resignation, and execution. Good thing we're not government officials then. Your anger is completely justified, Lady Carrara. To heartlessly steal away the fruits of your labor is unforgivable. In the face of such malfeasance, even the holy Jumanji sword trembles with outrage. Ew, too much information, Kiyoshika. Keep your shenanigans with your vibrating sword yourself. Hey, I am on your side, and just so everyone knows, these allegations of vibrating shenanigans are entirely false. Okay, so what is everyone fighting about? Are you guys overreacting? This isn't that big a deal, is it? I don't know about that, sweetie. Emotional responses are very subjective, you know? Like maybe if your whole family got tortured to death, you'd be real cut up about it. But I wouldn't feel a thing. What's everything got to do about death and torture with you? You're trying to shock us, and it ain't working. What's up, guys? What's going on? Takumi, I'm sorry. I tried to calm things down, but I couldn't stop them. I hate to admit it, but with my condition, I'm not very good in situations like this. Yeah, get back your sickbed, invalid. And Takumi, now that you're here, you can make yourself useful. I need you to bear witness. Bear witness to what? I am going to expose the criminal hiding in our ranks and mete out sweet, merciless justice. Or judgment. Yeah, same thing, really. A criminal? Wait, what do you mean, merciless? Look, I don't know what happened here, but I'm sure if we all take a minute to calm down. Oh, I'm perfectly calm. My pulse is at a steady 65 beats per minute. So, when I say whoever took my treasure from me will pay, you know it's not just an emotional outburst, it's a promise. In the name of Suzuki's, I'll have my revenge. For what? Hector, what's going on here? Chewy too, there's gotta be some way we can help. Do you know? What a racket, I wish they'd give it a rest already. Did you do something? It has nothing to do with me, I don't know nothing about nothing. All this yelling is making me feel nauseous and can't do anything to stop them. I feel so pathetic. I'm sorry, Takumi. Yeah, boy, the killings are finally gonna get started! What is she so mad about? This is going way too far. A tough door. I'm not girl, so if Carrara starts going crazy again, I'm not gonna be able to step in. Your anger is completely justified, Lady Carrara. The one responsible for this malfeasance must pay. Ask Carrara to explain what's going on. It's best you hear it straight from her. You better ask Carrara what's going on, then maybe you can calm her down. Okay. Can you go back a few steps, maybe? What's all this about treasure being stolen? Fine. It pains me to relive this tragedy all over again, but I suppose you have a right to know. Somebody here, some wolf in sheep's clothing, ate all the curry I made last night. Okay, like, kind of a jerk move, but, good, like, are we really going to war over this, or? I put my heart and soul into it, taking great pains to get the consistency exactly right. Then I put it in the refrigerator overnight, tucked up tight and safe from danger. Or so I thought. Some miscreant gobbled up every last spoonful, as if it were just some low-class slop. This is unacceptable. I was playing sand for an execution method. Once you find the culprit, I'll peel him like a grape. I like it. Let's go with that. You're going to play someone alive for eating your curry. You have to understand, Kara really likes curry. Like, really, really. You could use a Faraday's constant worth of reallys, and it wouldn't be enough. And this batch didn't come out of the ration-o-matic either. She wanted to make it by hand using her traditional family recipe. Suzuki curry is a dish that depends on precise heat management. Let it get too hot or too cold and the flavor completely falls apart. You have to supervise it constantly from start to finish with the same care you'd use around a newborn babe. Each batch is as precious to me as if it were my own child. And now some low-down thief has taken it away from me. Snatching a child away in the dead of night. Truly a despicable crime. Weren't you always planning on eating this child, though? This is stupid. All this over a little curry? I'm out of here.
Who said you could leave, you pizza-faced cinder block?
Ooh, rough. There's a galactic bazooka and the crowd goes wild. Is that what the attack's called? Damn it, that's the second time you got the jump on me! Let that be a warning to you. Nobody is allowed to leave until the culprit is found and receives their punishment. But you're not actually going to execute them, are you? Absolutely. It's just a shame they'll be able to come back afterwards. In that case, how about we focus on really making it hurt? It'll make for a better punishment that way. We could, I don't know, chop them into little pieces and serve them up in a new batch of curry. Enough with the gore, you're not impressing anyone. Besides, don't you need the body for the resurrection machines to work? We couldn't eat it. That would actually cause them to die, like, permanently. Wait a minute, you're talking about execution pretty casually, but you're planning on using your hemoanima, are you? What else? Enemies of the Usuzuki family deserve the same treatment as the enemies of humanity we've sworn to exterminate. But, Karara, you're really not kidding, are you? You're going to use your full power on one of us? All over little curry. Well, don't go thinking we'll take that line down. We're pretty strong too, you know. Great idea. Let's make it a He-Man Battle Royale. I'll go grab our infusers. Guys, stop it. This isn't right. Right when we were on the verge of descending into an all-out brawl, somebody on the edge of the group raised their hand. Excuse me for interrupting, but it was me. I'm the culprit. I'm sorry. Really, really sorry. Huh? Yeah, I hear that right. Did that little cockroach just confess? I think we just found our secret ingredient for the next batch of curry. Snatching a child away in the dead one. Yeah. Shoma, what did you mean just now? Just what I said. It was me. I ate the curry Karara left in the refrigerator. What? I'm guilty. You can do whatever you want with me. Flay me, slice me up, use your hemoanima on me. I won't complain. I'm just a burden on the school with absolutely no redeeming features after all. Shoma, are you serious? Of course, why would I lie? Anyway, you found the culprit now, so you guys can stop fighting. I see. Farah took a series of slow, deliberate steps toward Shuma. How was it? You ate it, right? How did it taste? It was delicious. That's all. I might have forgiven you if you had something more interesting to say. Alright, let's get on with the flaying. Go ahead, feel free to turn me into curry too. At least I can finally be useful providing nourishment for everyone. But why would you want... Very well, if you're resigned to your fate, there's no use wasting time. My sublime hemo anima will be the last thing you ever see. Karara, no! Think about what you're saying. Humana was created to protect life, not destroy it. We shouldn't be using it on each other. Alright, Miss Goody Two-Shoes, I get your point. How about we make it a one-on-one mock battle? That's fair, right? A mock battle? You know what, actually, I'm completely in favor of this. This guy needs to get up and actually do something for once. The Mag and I will duel each other. No holds barred. He can defend himself or fight back however he wants. You can't accuse me of being unfair, unnecessary, or cruel now. It's just a friendly little training exercise between the squad members. Verily, that sounds like a reasonable way to resolve things. But... Step forward, Maggot. I want to finish this and get on with my day. I can't. Who doesn't know how to use He-Man? It wouldn't be fair a fair fight. He's a member of the Special Defense Unit, isn't he? If he hasn't taken the time to learn how to fight, it's his own fault. She's actually kind of spitting facts right now. Unless you're offering to take his place. Heck, why don't you all get in on the action? I'll slice you up and serve you to the invaders with fava beans and a nice chianti. You and what army? I think it's time you paid for being such a stuck-up jerk. Look at you breathing heavy with that fiery look in your eyes. You reckon you want to jump in and tear things up too? Back off, pretty boy. You'll have to go through me first. Zounds, you'll not threaten my comrades, sir. I swear on my sword, justice will be done. Looks like both groups are gonna wipe each other out after all. Now that'll get it. Not that I'll get involved either way. Brother dearest, stop making it worse. Please, Everett, I'm sure we can resolve this peacefully. Peace is never an option. All that's left is to our destructive impulses free reign. It's happening, it's finally happening. Oh, viva killing. This is bad. At this rate, there'll be no holding them back. If we start lashing out at each other, everything will fall apart. Any sense of order we've built will collapse into complete madness. No. This war has always been nothing but madness. I'm starting to think we all must be a little crazy, too. Between the invaders, our Humana powers, all the way too convenient technology around here, our sense of what's real and normal has already become completely warped. If we lose our last semblance of sanity now, I don't think we can come back from that. Please. We shouldn't.
All of you, knock it off right now!
Okay. I hadn't meant to yell that loud, but at least I had everyone's attention. Now that it started, I couldn't stop. The words came swung out one after another. I know you've all got your issues with each other, but we can't start fighting among ourselves. Then we'll be letting the enemy win. If somebody has to fight to resolve this, let's stick with the one-on-one duel. Just Karara and Shuma. But Shuma can't fight.
Hey!
I'm not suggesting we throw him in right away. I'd like some time to get him ready, to get him to a point where he can fight. Sir, Shuma is the one at fault here. You're in no position to make demands on his behalf. No, that's fine with me. It is? How much time do you want? Teaching Shuma to fight won't be easy. Then again, a time limit could help to motivate him. This being such a pressing matter, you shouldn't expect too much. Perhaps 2 or 3 days at most. 8. I'll wait 8 days. Are you sure, Lady Kurara? Even weekly manga series don't make their readers wait that long for the next part of the story. 8 is Izuki's lucky number. He never steers us wrong, in business or in life. But that's the maximum, okay? If there's any empty enemy attack before then, I win by default. No questions asked, understand? Alright. I can live with that. And another thing, this isn't just between me and Shuma. It's a battle for supremacy among our two teams. Let's make it more interesting. Winning side can order the losers to do anything they want. No questions asked. Wait, when you say anything... Okay, I'm having second thoughts on having Shoma be our champion now, specifically. I mean anything. Those are my terms. Take them or leave them. So that's what she was aiming for. With the extra time, I've got no choice but to accept. And then it's decided. Kiyoshika, they've got 8 days. When's their time limit? Today is day 35, so 8 days away is 5. 3, carry the 1. Day 43. I was just going to say that. There's nothing wrong with my math skills. Addition is not my forte, that's all. Well, my little dung beetles, it looks like your fate will be in my hands very soon. I cannot wait to have you beneath my heel where you belong. Kurara stormed away, her piercing high-pitched laugh echoing it down the halls long after she left. Hey, get back here! I didn't agree to any of this! Anything we want, huh? I have so many ideas already. Confound it all. If it weren't for the addition, I'd make a fine mathematician, I assure you. Yagamu and Kiyoshika followed soon after, but Nozomi stayed a little longer. Are you sure about this? She's going to hold you to that promise. Was it a promise? Can we send all that on his own? He'll never stand up in court. I think it was the right decision, though. It was the only way to stop a fight from breaking out right then and there. Huh? That would have been fine with me, of course. Brother, dearest, if you can't say anything nice... I'll see what I can do to calm Kurara down, but I don't know if it'll do any good. Once she fixates onto an idea like this, it's hard to talk her out of it. With one last apologetic look, Nozomi left to join her friends. So we're really doing this. I know we've got 8 days, but still.
8 days max, remember. If the invaders attack before then, we take the L. Hey! We gotta get Shoma ready ASAP. That tomato head will be seeing stars before she knows what hit her. Sounds like a tall order to me. Do you really think we can beat her, Shoma? Not really, no. No, I'm seeing stars. Whether it's 8 days or 100 years, I'll still be just as useless as ever. I'm not built for fighting. It must be some kind of defect. It's better if you don't expect anything from me. Well, you know what? We just made a deal, and we're kind of relying on you now, so I don't care about your objections anymore. We're going to stab you in the heart and get this over with. Let's go. I promise, it makes sense in context. I'm afraid we don't have much of a choice. Maybe just think about it for today. I'd force you to do anything you don't want to, but you're the only one who can prevent a disaster here, Shoma. Like I said, think about it. Alright, I guess I can do that much. We decided to leave things at that for today, and went back to our rooms. By the time I noticed it was already dark outside. At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I never expected everything to come down to a duel between Shoma and Kurara. If we can win, great. I seriously doubt that's going to happen, though. And then there's that stuff about us having to follow their orders. No, can't get distracted by what-ifs. That'll only make things worse. Doing my best to shut out those troubling thoughts, I got into bed and forced myself to sleep.